A friend of mine asked me if I ever got out of the relationship I'm in currently, nitakuwa nimetoka na nini?
Mtu anafaa kutoka na vitu?
Yep.
Sheila would do that. I have never dated anyone in my life.
Do you trust Paul when he's out?
I do trust Paul when he's out.
I trust you too.
No, you don't. You don't trust me, clearly.
Us getting to this extent where we're actually here for a social experiment, it doesn't make sense. I think it's going to go south.
You actually do what you like. Let's get that right.
Hold on. Hey, let's not do that. She asked me the question.
So you can do stuff and I can't.
It's not for me.
Who are you speaking to?
It's not for me.
The one thing I have, Instagram, that is away from him, he wants to control that and police that. Like,
why are you here? Don't mind me asking.
She told me that when she addresses a situation, he's able to acknowledge it and he just moves on. Do you get what I mean?
I couldn't care less about your friend's boyfriend, this and that, whatever.
Well, maybe you should chat to him a bit more.
Deborah does this thing that I actually hate. Like, she loves comparing me to other people, other guys. Honestly, it just needs to stop. It pisses me off so much. Like.
Nowadays, when I'm coming back late, the same person's complaining, asking me where am I coming from, and I'm thinking, what? Choma, you need healing.
I need healing from who? From your sister?
From yourself.
No, let me tell you something. I will heal perfectly if you stop her from coming to the house.
It's important that people are honest with themselves and with each other. So on that note, Jamal?
I need to see the last 3 text messages in your phone, and you can do the same to me. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring me around his family, but it's definitely shady.
Just calm down.
I'm calm.
Sometimes things are said that are taken in the wrong way, but...
So why do you have a girlfriend if you can't afford it?
Whoa. This is your first relation. Don't do that.
I find it very strange how a woman can message somebody that's in a relationship at 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't want any female messaging him. No Christina, no Becky.
What are you claiming?
Can
Where
someone carry
are you
this
going?
equipment, please?
Where are you going?
Let him go, let him go.
Debs, come on, man.
No. You're taking a fucking piss.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
So today we'll be doing a reaction video to the Blue Therapy series on YouTube. And I'm here with my girls. We are back. I'll start by introducing them. This is Tiffany.
Hi.
We have our gracious host, Son.
Hi, guys.
We have the beautiful, the interesting Flex.
Hello.
And the badass Wine. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy the show. So, Blue Therapy is a lot.
It's the
Where to begin?
We need to recollect our thoughts.
Where to begin? Here, let me just say something that stood out for me was, I know they throw around this term a lot, narcissistic, gaslighting, toxicity, toxic, but the narcissism in that show,
Crazy.
high man. Like uko, mountain peak. Like somebody like Paul and his constant bragging about his influential clique of friends. You know, I work with high value clients. You know, I make money. That's what I do. I'm a provider. And you know, like a red flag for me, and I don't know if it was for you, or just something that was really shady, is that whenever Denise would ask him, what is it that you do? He never has a direct answer. Like a concrete one or a conclusive one, and say,
it's not straightforward.
What I do is I work with potentially influential clients and accounts.
Doing
So,
what?
are you a promoter? Are you a executive?
No, be straightforward. You know, he'd have said, I work with influential brands, and that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But he kept dodging.
Like, is it social media management?
Eh.
Is it digital
Is it
marketing?
business?
Is it fitness?
Is it event planning? Like, just
Give us a direct answer.
And
we don't want to know the brands.
And that's very important when you're dating someone or you want to get to know someone. What do they do? Because unajipata watu kamiti. It's because you loved the wrong person. Makosa yake.
Squad freeze.
Uliua nani sijui simu yako ilipatikana wapi?
Unaweka Scott.
Yeah.
Utaambia watu nini? Mimi nilikuwa tu.
And there is no crime in the penal code called loving the wrong person. That's your kind of problem. Because you loved the wrong person, because you didn't intend to know anafanyanga nini. Unajipata hapa nyinyi ndio mnaosha pesa. Ndio money laundering. Nyinyi ndio hizi vitu zote. Because you know that is important. That's why you see guys like Paul, they want to dodge it. Because there is nothing in particular. In the aftermath, you will realize he didn't have money. He was just, you know, because hakuna kitu ulikuwa unafanya. Uko hapa tu kitu peni nini?
Like especially when he said I'm a provider.
He's a provider.
Yeah.
Like
the lies.
But also with like all that money, I guess it's the dating potential. You're dating someone because they're ambitious. Because even he kept saying.
But Choma said,
he's very ambitious. No,
when they met,
I'm very ambitious.
That was something
and I've taken a step. You know, and
but
then
even Choma said that he was.
It's okay, but what if it's not materializing, you see? And the problem with potential is when now they decide to, like, even if he takes a quarter step, now they're like, see but I've done this and this. Now it looks like such a big thing. That plus ambition, bumbo class.
No, umemimic your voice, like I can hear Paul.
I know. Because what unaona kama potential, anaweza kuwa na potential. You're dating potential, but actualizing it is also a step. Like the same thing we talked about last time, manifestation. If you haven't worked for it,
it's not possible.
It's just manifesting. It's just you sitting down and you know.
Wait, I have an update. Manifestation is still working for me. Yeah, for real. I guess I manifested something. Yeah, imagine.
What did you manifest?
But you put in the work as well.
That one I didn't.
It's okay.
All right. So another thing about the whole narcissistic whatever is how can I say it was manipulation of some sort. Like whenever Choma would say something, he's like, no, it wasn't like that, or maybe he deflects it and tries to sort of dumb it down. Like, Choma would come and say, you do this and this, Ama, you stop doing this and this, and then not really manifestation, but just that whole deflecting and diverting and just never really taking accountability for any of his actions. Like when Choma said that before he used to be loving and all that, but he's changed and nowadays he comes
doesn't eat my food.
Give us the explanation of the definition for narcissist, the ones that we had discussed earlier.
And gaslighting.
I can remember for gaslighting it's a form of lying and manipulation where a person seeks to make you doubt yourself and what you believe.
So what it is you're saying.
And what it is you're saying, making you doubt yourself so that you kind of look crazy. Exactly.
Like how he was like, baby, you need healing.
I'm
like, oh, you need healing. Ndio unaona anaanza kujishuku niko like, do I really need healing?
Yeah, like
that he can make the alikuwa na divert from a question they were talking about a very important issue.
It's
like, babe, you need healing. I'm like, what?
Why are you making
that
fun?
Makes sense to you and things that are relevant to you. Now they start making it. They make you feel like
they make you doubt what it is you believe, which is actually true, but that kind of manipulation into like making you doubt what is actually true. Like, can I say give a good instance like Choma and the whole weight thing.
That was
like
so
Choma is like, okay, have you he asked something, he phrased it like, do you watch what you eat, or
do you weigh what you eat?
Do you weigh what you eat?
He asked her if of recently now from that time kama amejiweigh.
So it's like you say something and then I interpret it and then you tell me, no, I didn't say that, I said this and this. But what your words mean a certain thing. Yes, perception may vary according to person, but the meaning and like the overall meaning is, do you watch what you weigh? What is that implying?
And that was used, alikuwa anatumia hiyo kudivert from the real question they were talking about. They were talking about intimacy. But then he wants to make himself feel better by making him feel worse. So you think it's your kind of issue.
That's exactly his playbook. He'll make you feel worse about that situation so that he feels better about it. Like he wants to actually blame you.
Yeah,
Because you see, for them to
shifting the
believe-
blame.
Yeah, for them to
And the babe
motivate,
actually
it
pointed
takes
it
two to
out.
tango.
Yeah.
Because I remember
She
Choma
said,
said
yeah, I
that
keep telling you something,
Paul-
but you don't perceive it. Like you
Exactly.
just listen and then you're shooting something else.
Yeah.
There's a time I guess she asked, "Are you listening to what I'm saying?"
Yeah, she actually asked severally.
Because they're very quick to defend themselves, they don't listen.
Yeah.
Because they
And they rarely take blame.
Yeah,
They-
and Kwanzaa, they do not take criticism very well.
True.
There's this one part, I think, I don't know, they were talking about phones or calls at night. I don't remember who it was specifically.
Yeah.
But akimwambia anafanya hivi, ako like, nah, why are you laughing saying it? But he was doing the same thing. Honestly, because it's criticism, so he wants to make now Chioma feel really bad about it. And why are you laughing when you're saying it? Didn't you say we are not talking about this? You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be faced by this issue or tackle it. Like, deflect, it's your problem.
And also the control aspect. Sorry to interrupt you, but the control aspect, because I remember in like the first episode, Choma said that for Paul, it's his way or the highway. And also, you remember in episode, I think it's episode 6, where they talk about that very sensitive issue about losing a child and abortion and all that. And what Choma said was that they agreed not to talk about it.
Yeah.
But from Choma and what she said, it was like she was not really coerced, but she was kind of
manipulated.
I
think it's
not really, but influenced in a certain way not to talk about it.
She understands
knowing
why
full
they
well
did it,
ilikuwa ina
but
muuma.
still ina muuma.
Anashanga, why are we not talking about it? Like, yeah, this is
she
not
needed
something we say in our
emotional
house.
support. She wasn't getting it from Paul.
Yeah, like that kind of control where you control the kind of narrative you guys are putting out. And also in how, in episode 1 still, Paul is really, really invested in his image and how people perceive him.
Right. That he is.
Like, Choma said something like, you know, you have to understand that I'm not your business partner. I'm your girlfriend. So for you to be telling me, oh, we are a brand and I don't want you doing such and such on your...
They take stock every month.
Okay, I kind of guess, unless we didn't understand what taking stock for them means, because it's important even for yourself to hold yourself accountable. That's fine. But to make this a business is what I didn't appreciate.
But they were taking stock.
They reviewed monthly goals and plans and all that. But at the same time, it gets intrusive where you're looking at her social media and texting her and
boundaries.
Like, just that aspect of control. Like, you can't control every single thing I do. You can't dictate every single thing I do.
Especially because, see, Choma was in the limelight before.
Yeah.
So I think...
Yeah, she said she's really comfortable in the media.
And then she has a YouTube channel.
Oh,
I
interesting.
saw her. She has appeared severally on other people's.
She was in
so I don't know why
Nani
Paul takes that as a threat.
Well, maybe insecure.
Insecurity.
Actually.
Because she looks nice. She's fine.
Yeah,
And then she's sure people like her or rather they hate her. So she ako kwa public. So kuna watu wata comment kwa status, kuna watu huku chini wata
maybe
kwa
it's
DMs, nini. It's just insecurity, I think so.
Because he doesn't want to work on himself. So
it's
next Choma.
No, it's funny. No, I think it's funny because if Choma is in the limelight and doing her thing and doing big things at it, and also Paul has his high worth net value something
affluence.
Yeah, like his circle of friends. I'm like, why would you feel threatened? I want to say threatened by Choma having that working out for her. Yet you have rich friends you're associating with and you go to parties and you do all that. Like,
shida yake ni ataki akwe juu yake.
Anataka ukini. It circles back to that aspect of control. You want to control your image, your perception, the narrative, how people like this. You can't talk about this in public. Like you see, he was really uncomfortable about that issue about abortion. It's like he didn't want them to talk about it.
He kept saying,
what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, and even about the income.
Let me talk to Chum. One minute.
And also another thing I noted with him is he's always through the diversion anauliza another question with another question. So like at Denise, let's picture this.
I'm not sure that in a relationship.
It's like you ask him this, he asks you another question. Why?
Yeah.
And
something else we haven't talked about. Also, in my opinion, I feel like Jamal is an undercover narcissist.
Because
when Deborah would bring up stuff, he'd also do the same. Like he wouldn't have empathy in listening to the situation because you see, he already had, what is the word I'm looking for? He is always defending himself. He was saying, no, you give me a minute, let me tell you. Like, I want to talk. I want to talk. Yeah.
Like what you mean that anytime Deborah says something, Jamal jumps in with it.
Exactly.
Like,
and
nawewe.
Yeah, like there's a time he said they were on a date and his phone kept buzzing, so he turned his phone upside down. And then so Deborah was the one who was doing a recollection of the events, but Jamal kept saying, no, he did have it. Can I finish?
Yeah. Let's tell the story first.
Can I finish?
Like the time when she was saying Ati Jamal was coming late for the date. And then he's like, but I called you. And then now Deborah was like, you called me 5 minutes before.
That's so
what should I do? Okay, so I have my full face beat, and then you're telling me 5 minutes before that you're going to be late.
Not only
I think it got to a point
now what should I do with the 5 minutes?
I think what stood out for me about Jamal and Deborah is that he really doesn't not ham rank, ham respect. There's a word for it. Like he really doesn't care for her or respect her that much.
I think it's respect.
Yeah, because if you can be late to my things, but with your clients you're always on time, and maybe we're messaging on this platform, and then I see you online, but because I took 2 hours to respond, and which I was occupied by then, it wasn't intentional, and then you take 2 hours now to match my energy, and then when I tell you tell me, no, I'm busy, you know, like
it's like the same issue with Clubhouse, the whole conversation, anapendi hii up, you know what, it's respect. Because if I told the guy I'm dating sometime, if I told him I don't like him being on this app, it's just respect to respect that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and
it's
nobody
just
is saying get out of the app.
You know, like what happened.
I'm not trying to control
exactly
you.
are you saying?
What I'm saying is, if I don't like that app, why are you using it when I'm
there?
Like similar to when your mom says, okay, I don't know, that's not a good example. Let me just use, like what I think Jamal would have done in that situation where Deborah said, I'm not comfortable with that app. Or what I think in me, in whatever situation I'd have been at, what I would have appreciated is him not using the app where I am. Like it's just disrespect. I said I didn't like it and you're still doing it.
It's like also the issue of bestie. Because that issue. It's
I
just also
elaborate.
respect. You know what? You have a team. My boyfriend has a best friend who is a girl. You know, it's just a potential. It's not a aqua hapo. It's okay that aqua best friend. Okay, like that kamba. Ndio aqua hapo nyuma namwambia, she shouldn't be doing that. Ndio aache. She's the best friend until the guy gets a girlfriend.
Which brings me to ask, like, boundaries with friendships. Like, would you allow your significant other to be close friends with other ladies?
Personally, me, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Especially if
when does it become a problem?
Boundaries. If you have boundaries, okay, this is an
healthy
unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if my boyfriend had a girl best friend, but they had boundaries.
Exactly.
You know, there are people who they never have boundaries and they're telling you,
calling you I'm sad.
Or I'm drunk, come pick me up. Because the girls, you know, this is an issue. Boundaries, like, I'm taking a guy out, maybe I take him to Big Square. Yeah. Then the best friend is like, happy Big Square, and I don't care. Honestly, I think it's just that's boundary. I'm drunk kwa club, come get me. I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Are you come?
Are you not embarrassed?
Thank you. That brings me to the issue about Paul and his sister. How boundaries hawajaisikia hawajui a foreign concept, because I remember my big problem with her sister is in the aftermath where they had a phone call and she called in and they were talking, and then she didn't know that Choma was there, and she started saying, Choma is a bad example, you're a bad example of a woman, blah blah blah. She
Get
doesn't
him a girlfriend.
And then and then now when she gave the phone to Choma to speak with Tala, the sister is called Tala. The sister was like, you know, it's my responsibility to vet the people who are going to be in this family, and you know, also before you are there,
who has given you that responsibility?
Is it a crowd that's first down. Like, I need to understand. You know?
And Choma said something really important. She said, "You are his relative. I'm his girlfriend. We are not in the same room."
Yeah.
You get, like,
we're not even competing
our
for the
interaction.
Fucking
Not even a bestie. I'm not trying to be the sister.
You're the brother. He's always your brother, but he's my boyfriend, and our relationship is separate from yours.
Yeah.
But it's like almost for not to throw this word so casually around, but it's like, oh, sister yake anataka ku gatekeep brother yake.
Sio wane. Ama hiyo kitu ingine ati nakuletea mtoto ndio uvet kama mimi ni mama.
That was
but you like don't want children.
Exactly.
And
I felt like Paul
Not
doesn't know
also
how to take his girlfriend's side, because what was that? Actually, my sister was bringing, I love those kids. Who has said you cannot love them?
You can take
You
them
can.
somewhere.
You have to
I'm
understand
just
that.
me personally, I'm convinced they're pulling a Kabiwa Jesus around here. Those two. I am so convinced. Our really sips water.
You're like even making me look like I'm chugging this thing. I've been sipping, you guys. Does yours have poison? It will just taste it, please.
So yeah, but honestly, that kind of relationship is looking hella shady.
Also on boundaries, like what Flex had said before, think boundaries can change. Before we got into the relationship, maybe
I was
I
doing
didn't have
this,
a
this and
boundaries
this.
about best friends, and now I do. You, as my partner, you should listen. We should communicate about
and
we
comprehend
exactly and resolve the issue. No,
you didn't say that before we got into. I feel like they have communication, but the comprehension is not there because
even the communication
is poor. May I feel like Paul and Shoma can be in the same house and.
The only thing holding them is
especially the way we're talking about
your relationship.
It needs a comprehension.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at least
3 years in a relationship, na ujambia demu yako kuhusu that past of yours. Surely there is no communication there.
3 years.
And it's important. And for Paul, that's important. Why wouldn't he bring it up? Because he was up on Choma really felt bad for bringing it up.
Did you see that moment, the way she felt?
Like I feel like there are things you should
it was about the whole dating her ex before she was with Paul, before they got serious.
Paul being
had weight issues before.
So that's why he
stopped eating Shoma's food, because it was
fatty. This is London.
So why do you have to tell me when you're in therapy that you had weight issues
and it affected your mental health?
Where am I doing about it now?
After
3 years.
Yeah, because this brings the issue of like
the
conversations to have during relationships or before.
Because during dating.
Yeah, during dating. Because this is a very important one. Let's say finances. Intimacy,
or maybe that's why
all
he's so critical about Choma's weight, because he's
had
these issues before.
The thing is, you also can't project. Part of healing is not projecting.
Yeah,
maybe you struggle with that, and that's okay. Maybe I'm not struggling with it. And
She's
there's a better way to say that.
Finals. Yes.
I know. Like, and there's a bit, I feel like for Paul especially, he does not have empathy. He does not know how to break stuff up. He's just like, exactly. And communication is about tact and delivery. He doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Because you can't just tell me that you need healing.
You need healing. Oh, that was so disrespectful.
And then we're not even talking about me having trauma in this. Like,
we are talking about
you at the point
from a supermarket.
For
getting meds. So no the healing.
I think that one was unkind.
But you see, like,
it was rude. It was disrespect.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
The bad thing.
Disrespectful.
I think it's not me. It's your guilty conscience. Guilty conscience.
Exactly. Is it could divert and making it feel like it's a you issue, it's a you problem. Yeah.
Ni kama vile Jamal, going to the other couple, Jamal was making Deborah feel. At first, my first 2 episodes, I really was like, Deborah, you're taking a piece.
And I feel so bad for kind of having an assumption about her.
But you see, she's just portraying what has been happening. It's also the same thing you were saying. how to look at before you start dating. It's also important to see how people treat your partner will treat other people, not you alone. Because if you see, Paul was disrespectful to them,
even to the
intro. You're coming here to bloody Denise.
Yeah.
And I was like,
are you even a professional?
hi.
My credibility as a
wewe mwenyewe sema Kenya unafanya lakini wako you can inaitwa audacity
yako na kazi.
I think he everyone, to be honest. Like you can see it in the way he treats Choma, you can see it in the way he relates with Denise.
Yeah.
He just really has some kind of
disdain
for other people. I'm better than you. Like
beggars.
It's private information, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Also, about the Jamal thing, once from what Tiffany has said, in the beginning we had our assumptions about Deborah. She's spoiled, she's materialistic. Oh, I want a Gucci bag. Oh, yeah, but if my friend's boyfriend is doing me.
So I knew cousin is location.
No, that's a valid point.
If I'm materialistic, why are you coming without material?
Yeah, stop it.
Check it out.
No, it's funny. Yeah,
because
there's
this point when he
Hameshi,
said
Hatamran,
about the double booking, he was like, it was just a thing. You double booked, and then you're saying it was a thing.
And then it's unfortunate that I'm the one who always has to take the. I will figure it out.
Yeah,
you know, like give me priority. Let me know I'm somewhere. I feel like he hadn't
really
done
doesn't
that for Deborah.
Like
Like she didn't know where the relationship was.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm seeing my friend, her boyfriend does. That's why she was comparing.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
to add on to that, it was like a cry for attention because Wakianza, they were good, they used to do this, blah blah blah. He had time for her, and then somewhere along the way, I don't know what shifted, and like the texts are getting fewer and
it's just
far in
a year,
between.
really,
but it's just a year. And
Yeah.
she said that's her first relationship, and I was like, what?
But Nikama, I think also the issue also with these two couples is this mentality you have for women. I understand. He cheated. I understand. You know, like what Kitten Carey was talking about on her stories, and she was saying that that mentality is what is making us stay in abusive relationships. Ati alinitapa. I understand he had stress. Ati alicheat. I understand I didn't give him attention. You know, all this mentality, we always want to try and understand other people before ourselves.
Yeah.
Because that is how you see when Chioma has been in that relationship.
Miaka
Alimuonyesha alimla bombard the first time. There's a perception of Paul Chioma once.
Yeah, even
but
she kept saying through those, what do you call those clips where you're
the confessionals?
Oh yeah, yes. She kept saying, you know, this is not the Paul.
Exactly, she kept saying, you've changed.
Yeah, like he's showing you exactly.
He's color.
No, this is
and
not Paul.
I
came to this therapy so that I can meet the other Paul.
Which one?
We're happy.
But then you see, if someone shows you a very good side, at times it's kama unajipata. Unajipata tu. For real, because if someone was so good, see, maybe you think, oh, he's
you dwell on that.
You dwell on the good until
he's like this.
Yeah.
So then that raises the question: how far is too far? Like when you look at it critically, how far is too far?
For me, it's not even far. It's just small things, because you know the small things you let slide eventually. When you don't address them, they snowball into something even bigger. So that by the time when unazi address, haitakuwa ati ya conversation like, babes, ulifanya hivi na hivi siku kwa nini? It's explosive.
That's why I think also, like, how far is too far. The first thing you should realize, if someone shows you who they are, Amini,
is it my uncle who said that? If someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them.
What action that people?
When somebody who's naked gives you a shirt, think twice. She also said that when somebody gives you a shirt and they're naked, think twice. Why are they giving? They don't want the shirt. So sometimes it's about the relationship that person has with him or herself.
Yeah.
Before you, the relationship, if they're not accountable to themselves, they lie to themselves.
Delusional.
Yeah. Like
Choma's best friend said he's the most delusional person she's ever met.
Yeah. Because the perception that you're gonna pesa iko tu kwa akili yake.
Like we understand your grinding. We're not discrediting your experiences or whatever, but results. But unatopia, fake it till you make it, and that is what Choma said in the first episode. That he's taking the whole faking it till you make it too far. Because unajua, like, yes, you can go out with your friends, with your rich friends, they can afford it, but we can't.
Yeah, and you even if you're trying,
we can't do it on a regular.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do it on a regular because there's also that getting connections from hanging out with people who are higher than where you are. But not every day you're buying them drinks. With which money?
You change the one we are paying together. You also like to add on the issue of how far
I'm
too far.
split.
Stop running for the bill.
No, baby.
Pull the
in the
aftermath, and then they let you pay.
In the aftermath, Choma and the friend, they said that they'd go out with Choma and the friend, I can't remember her name. So they'd go out for like maybe drinks or dinner with the three of them, or maybe with another group. And then when it gets time to pay, Paul and an excuse and Asemati, I have high whatever clients to attend to. And it was like a trend. Ndio Choma kuje baadaye kumexpose and say that he really didn't have money, like he made us believe he did. Kumbe, like Choma has her own money and she admits that. Na pia kwa episodes she said that I also pay the bills. She said that it was 60-40.
Yeah.
So it's like she's carrying the weight, which we're not saying that he wasn't doing enough.
He wasn't.
He wasn't doing enough. He wasn't doing enough. But he was doing something.
But he wants to be seen as he doing so
much. But if you time their bill, uko like, Nicola, hello?
Yeah.
What happens to me on a date?
Let me tell you.
Imagine pesa.
Yeah. Always carry money.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, can you imagine if a guy did that?
But one thing about them, they will embarrass.
When? Can you imagine how embarrassing that is? The waiter brings the bill and then someone says, "Oh, 1 minute."
Excuse me, for a while. And then anakuja baadaye akiwa
I'd pay, but I'd never talk to you again in your life.
It's also the same thing about intuition. Like, as women, our intuition is very strong.
Yeah.
Imagine kitu kama unafikiria kitu, imagine investigate
like Deborah.
chances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She had a feeling something shady is going on, and the whole time I felt like apana hina like no, it's not like that, it's not this, it's blah blah blah. But in the end, we came to find out that the guy was
kinda cheating.
What is
it?
You are cheat with your chest.
Yeah.
I was cheating. A, B, and C happened.
Yeah.
I was
so
me and my ex were in the car,
and we were talking. Things got kind of heated.
You think you're explaining a movie?
Deborah kept saying,
say what
he
you're saying.
Embarrassed me.
Yeah,
like
you embarrassed me.
When she walked out, she was like, "You embarrassed me." Like she couldn't believe. I think that was
like
crazy.
Alimfanyaka like she's stripping, and really she wasn't.
She just
all along. Yeah, she had that intuition.
Watu hapa na 5-hour conversation. Nakuwa bestie. Na exes. Kwanza exes. You haven't had that conversation of exes because it's the same thing of boundaries.
Yeah.
Would you allow your person to have
a very good question, by the way?
For me, depends.
Same question.
Like we need. No, it's no. I just feel like, do you respect me enough? And what's your relation? Yeah. Okay, actually, men don't in general, but like in men.
What is that relationship?
But you see, Deborah said that she met the chick. Na feel wakiwa na vibe. But eventually, whatever happened.
Hata ukiwa meet bado bestie ni
Imagine as she met the babe, but
that's why I'm for no. Because if the bitch came and straight to her face na anajua tuna date na kwa hapo mkicheka na yeye.
And why would you do that? Imagine if I saw you on a date with someone. Imagine I wouldn't come and say hi. I wouldn't. That's very
No, as an
On a date with?
No, even as a friend, I just text you. I've seen you somewhere in town.
Yeah,
why am I coming?
I don't understand that instance. Like, ukiona nani na nani?
You and your boyfriend are on a date somewhere. You're having lunch. Then I happen to be in the same restaurant. Imagine I wouldn't come and say hi.
Unakuja kutuambia.
You always your boyfriend.
Yeah. You are friends with your boy, right?
No, yeah, even if it's you, imagine
you won't come and say hi.
Imagine I text you from where I am, so that you give me the go ahead to come. So imagine I come and it's an uncomfortable situation.
Then you end up being friends with the boy.
I love and then the waiter brings a seat and you have the nerve to sit down.
It's not like your mentality. The mentality guys have ati ukikuja date na dem ni wewe unalipa bill. Anataka ualipie bill. So she
you'll
be like I'm bombarded by these two girls because they want me to pay their bill.
But they'd text you if you say yeah you can come say hi, I'd come. But Mimi naturally I don't think I'd come. Okay. I think when that dash to nikimaliza I text you the way I dodge people I know
right. So obviously Mrs. kuja kuwaona.
I'll just be like, hi, I've seen you at a restaurant, happen. Then you say, where are you? Then if you turn back, that would be a good sign that I can come say hi. Because you might be in the middle of resolving something that
it like that.
Hi.
Like, oh, is this my ex or my boyfriend?
I'm shiny. I'm just
a friend.
No, but at least now you can cry on my shoulder.
Kwa date. Asitoka hapo mtamita hapo hivi.
Unajua kitu moja nimerealize na wasichana we were talking about it with wine. Mnaweza rant mkula ice cream mpaka 3. Lakini mwanaume akiapologize 4,
ata-apologize.
Sasa
atarudi.
You guys have seen that meme? At the girls, we can talk about him all night. But if he said he's sorry, guys.
Exactly. There was another one on Twitter this my friend and her boyfriend recently broke up and we never liked that guy. CGO something they even made a joke about his hairline. CG NASA can't something. CG space. I don't know. And then that evening wanapata ati wamerudiana. No, walikuwa na conference call.
That's what we do.
I mean, exactly. Which brings me to that question, how far should your friends be involved with your relationship?
They should not. 0.
Like, in the case, your friend is always coming to vent to you about, my man did this, my man did that.
Kukiaribika huko will get you out.
Exactly. Like me, I'd want to tell my friends everything.
But not like they
are not
telling you and giving you advice. Alafu unapatanga rafiki zingine, rafiki wengine hawapendi challenge uko nayo. Uko na yeye. Oh my god, Kiswahili is a pit. But also
mdomo chako.
I don't Kiswahili. Like if you find your friend doesn't love the guy you're with. So if you tell wine, oh my god, this guy you'll be like, leave him.
Okay, but also the thing is, why doesn't your friend like this person? Like, because if you're my friend, me and you should kind of not have the same interest, True. But we should be able to agree, because for us to work together, we have to have the same values. Yeah. So if I look at him or I met him, by the way, I'm those people. If I saw your boyfriend cheating and I'm not lying, I will tell you. Afadhali urafiki ishe. But I will not look in there and say, I don't know. Yeah, just be like, you know what? I saw A, B, and C. If you don't want us to be friends anymore, that's okay. But the hypocrisy is what I can't do.
Okay. Like your friend is cheating, but
unless you specifically tell me when you get into a relationship that if anything ever goes down, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Like it would be unfortunate to call myself your friend. I'm somewhere, I see your guy with someone else, and they get too they're getting too comfortable for 19 years.
Exactly.
You know, friends can have lunch.
Yeah.
But now friends are having lunch, they're holding hands. Hey, I can see, especially Mimi, missing to Mbaya, but I'd go and say hi. I'd be like, hi!
Do what you want to do with that information.
Exactly.
But I feel like the issue will be if your friends, why you're asking about why your friend wouldn't like the person. I feel like we have this mentality, tocha niende nijione. My friend tells me, this guy is an idiot, wacha niende nijione. You know what I mean? Like you want yourself to see it. No, you will be like,
plus your time warning.
uko hapa
like relationships
umechezwa,
get in the way of
umebebwa.
friendships at times.
True.
Like in that case, yeah, the Twitter chick and her friends really don't approve of the boyfriend because she's always coming to vent about his issues, and then they still get back together. And I feel like that takes a toll on the friendship because you're always coming. Ukiharibika unakuja kutulia. Lakini mkipendana,
you throw us out.
Yeah, we're like, tumependana now, we are good. And then it's like 5 days later, or maybe a while, and then things get bad again. It really takes a toll on your friendship because you're like, mbona unakaa naye?
And then the only thing that we'd be talking about is when you're hurt. So we never meet to have lunch, we just talk.
It's always just conversations are centered around your pain and suffering.
Exactly.
And ice cream
and telling it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And then also I really hold people accountable. So I don't think you'd go day one, come back. Then I think day 3 I'd be like, where do you sit down? Where do you want this to go?
Yeah, like what is it?
No,
One
section
section.
enough. 2 and 3.
Like, so let's just say those people don't have good friends.
Yeah, because I'd like to think as my friend you have my best interest at heart.
True.
But so also, if whatever is going on, unless your friend is not really your friend, you know when people
I
say
feel
you
like
have
it's both
friends,
the friend and the individual.
Yeah,
because unajua you can't be my friend only when you're coming to tell me blah 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 blah, and then maybe like, you know, as a friend you want the best for your other friend. But if they're always in the way of their own happiness, like you're sticking with a person who is clearly not making you happy.
Yeah, and then also I think you can push your friends to the limit, because I don't know if you've ever had this, but you can keep talking about the same issue and then your friend says, let's just do this, never talk to me about that.
Like Choma's friend and whoever, I don't know their relationship, but I can tell, and the friend also said that she couldn't stand Paul, and the friend used to wonder why, like, oh damn, she's so different from who I knew because she's become so timid. Like confidence like was shattered. So Nona, like, maybe for them, luckily their friendship still remained, but I understand and I think that it might it does take toll on your friendship with other people.
True. But I also think it's a red flag. If you see your guy hitting on your friend, the friend is telling the truth. If you think about it, because if I'm in a relationship with a guy and then the guy friend is telling my guy, see, and then we start hating each other, the guy should be cautious because there's some truth the friend is saying. If, for example, while he's dating someone and then Flex tells they hate each other with the guy, kuna tunijua chali yako like huyu ananichomea, you know,
okay, as we wind up, like I want to pursue your question yake, like, should your friends approve of who you're dating? Who you're dating? Sorry.
I think me and Flex we have the same opinion. So
let me change the wording. Okay. Should your friends be comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
accepting, accommodating.
Yeah. And then at times
look at it like for how long have we been friends?
Yeah.
What?
Because when you start dating someone or like you start liking someone, to some extent unakuwa mtu bloody fucking. Yani you're so forgiving. But then he only hit me because he was drunk. What? Now that way.
And you keep excusing it.
Yeah, so you need to, I feel like you need to tell your friends for that reason because they keep you in check. But then at times when they keep telling you, oh, don't go, and then you start like withholding information. But at the end of the day, what Tiffany said, I guess we say this all the time, and Tiffany, your friends are the people that have your best interest at heart. So you should
and if you're calling them friends, you have vetted them. Because I wouldn't call an enemy my friend. I wouldn't call a frenemy my friend.
Yeah.
You're a friend.
You must have seen all the
and then I'm not saying that approve, like stamp of approval, Kamaya, your mom or something.
Yeah.
But at least me and that guy should be able to, like, if let's say you go to the kitchen, we'll keep quiet.
Yeah.
We'll keep quiet like this.
So you make sure to
No, Sheila, you.
Bestie. Like another point is that's how you network with other people. Because maybe I'm in the industry of another industry, you're in another industry. It's okay. We can talk about work.
Yeah.
Me, I honestly don't think it's an issue for me.
So you guys
especially because I know my friends will have boundaries. You would
Exactly.
go philandering in front of my boyfriend. Like you know your place. My boyfriend knows his place. Because I wouldn't date someone who doesn't know where they're standing.
and laughing
But
at
then
their
if you don't
jokes louder.
no, come on.
You're so funny.
Even throwing hands.
Yeah.
You saw the video. Actually, I didn't know there was a Kevin Hart in this relationship.
Like, hey, comedian. No, I understand, but I think for me it's different. Mimi, sister, you are my significant others to go. Like,
Same.
we're
Not
on
tight,
a
not tight, because when things fall out, we'll also be losing on a friendship. Have you ever seen that video? Is it a video
like
or a meme? Like cordial is okay. Cordial, civil, friendly, those are nice things. So on my birthday, I will have to separate birthdays. One for my boyfriend's friends and one for my
So you guys are telling me your friends don't approve to with the guy you want to be with. You said no.
I mean, take it into consideration.
I want them. I want my friends to be okay with him, but ikifika point ya approval, like if it makes me happy, maybe believe that. If it makes me happy,
and why would we be approving if it's making you happy? Think about it.
Yeah. Babe.
see, because
for friends. Hapa ndo mama wako kushikia hivi sio.
Okay, let's have the last word. Tell me the last one before we finish.
All things relationships.
Yeah, like
love is not enough. There has to be respect, there has to be fidelity, trust. Love is not enough. You can't just because you love them, it won't hold the relationship
baby
together.
Exactly.
Babe. Yeah, and also sometimes listen to your gut.
Oh yeah.
And
especially
if
with
you are
Deborah.
changing- those are 3 things you said. One, I'm sorry. The last thing
you
is,
can give us like a
summary.
Summary, yes.
The last
very
thing
brief
is,
one.
the last thing is when you're with someone and you are changing not
Who
to
you
be,
are.
Yeah, you know you can change who you are to be better. Maybe you are a late comer, you start keeping time. That's good. Maybe your dreams were a bit for lack of a better word, closed off. You're now thinking international.
Yeah, maybe
That's
you are
absolutely
careless with
great.
finances.
Yeah.
Now you're
you're-
more.
But if you were confident and now you're shy, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
And as a friend, I will tell you
What's going on?
Let me finish up with Tiffany. A friend of mine asked me if I ever got out of the relationship I'm in currently, nitakuwa nimetoka na nini? Ni nini nitakuwa imechange?
Mtu anafaa kutoka na vitu.
Yep. Sheila
I have never dated anyone in my life.
Same, but babe, you see,
Beba gari yako basi kasawiti.
Utabeba
gifts.
I think what she means mostly is as a person. Not
you know, you can even grow emotionally. You can be more emotionally intelligent.
So from hapo utajua, are you in the right place or the wrong place?
Even si umetoka ati
na kwenda vacation.
Yeah.
Mine would be if someone shows you who they are, please believe it. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love with perception,
Potential.
Understanding. You see, understand. Hakuna ayuni disrespect. Ati I understand, babe. Anna.
Yeah, be clear, be vocal with your boundaries.
With what you want to.
Your boundaries.
Yeah.
And also bring yourself to the relationship. I think at times you can start dating someone and you feel to make them more comfortable, you want to change who you are. No, be yourself. If they love you, they love you. They don't love the you that you think they love.
Yeah, your relationship should be a safe space for you to be
Exactly.
your authentic self.
And you can always change.
An accommodating space. But to reiterate the whole boundaries thing. Right now, Mimi, let me just say I have people-pleasing tendencies and disregard for boundaries, which
but I really think you're trying.
Which has been detrimental. It has been chaotic.
Character development.
Trouble. Let me tell you, like I find myself agreeing to things because naogopa kusema hapana. Like guy, tutakuwa friends akisema hapana. Atachanga kuniongelesha like that really bothers me, but I'm working on it. And so what my takeaway from that is, please be clear with your boundaries.
True.
Kama you're not comfortable with doing something, you don't even have
should respect
no
them.
is
They
a full
mustn't be
sentence.
okay.
Yeah, and I don't
also,
have to
why would
explain
you
to
have
you nikwambia ati
expectations?
no ati hapana guys ufanya tu ni 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not available.
No, but I also think to maybe to have another unpopular opinion. It's okay when I ask for an explanation. Like, I invite you to my sister's wedding. I don't have a sister. Okay, yeah, we get invited to her sister's wedding, and then we say no. We are son's friends, so why would we be saying no? At least you'd be like, okay, weddings give me trauma, or I don't like weddings, or
I can't wear
you see, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Other than this is your friend, and then they just say no. Also, if you're inviting me to go out and I say no, that's different. But if it's something really
meaningful,
important, people can invite you for lunch and you say, by the way, this week, I'm really busy, or I'm not available, or no, like, I'm not at a place to see people. But important events, or maybe it's just for me, but like they mean a lot. So
Flex, we want to hear your last words.
I feel like people have already said everything, but like, mine, the one for, it's okay, just, hey, bitch.
Okay, take a minute.
Bitch,
see you on the other side.
Anyway,
bye-bye.
So, unlearning stuff. It's okay to unlearn stuff. Like, drop this thing, try this other.
I agree.
Because I'm changing.
I agree.
Maybe I was okay. Maybe I was okay with us being polyamorous, and now I don't want.
Yeah, so you have space to change. Identity yangu is not always constant.
Exactly.
And is there anything more constant than change?
Like, imagine.
Tiffany with the wise words. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's funny.
Unajua tukianza kudetu.
But see, yes, it reminds me of that picture. You've changed. We are supposed to. We're supposed to, like, you've changed. We're supposed to.
It's like
it's not a bad thing.
maybe last year one chicken
it's
was
like
my
the
favorite
makeup
thing.
Ati umechange sana. Kwani I was spending money to look the same?
True. The important question.
Yeah, because even when we put on earrings, it's to look a bit different.
Yeah.
When I style my hair up or down, it's
Kila siku tu nitaweka high bun. Kuna siku nitaweka twist outs. I can rock this, I can rock that. Like, give people that chance to be different and usiconstrict watu in a box.
Something else. I feel like
okay, the last one. Yeah.
Sorry, but it's in the relationship. You need to also have a relationship with yourself.
Yes.
True.
Because I feel like Chioma let herself go. Like
identity yake ilikuwa so fused with the relationship.
Exactly. In as much as she could say this and this and this is not what. It's 3 years. It must have taken her a really long time to be like, I'm not myself anymore.
To your point, the last thing before wine wraps up. So it's important to know that there is singlehood in a relationship. Singlehood doesn't end with you being with someone. There is also singlehood in a relationship, in a marriage. There is son alone without son and another guy. Know what I mean?
The individuality.
There is Chioma alone, and there's Chioma and Paul. Right? When you understand that there is that singlehood and that I am not lost with this, and sometimes I need me time, and sometimes I don't need to be with you if I don't feel like.
From what I understand, what you mean is that there's Chioma the girlfriend, there's Chioma the student, there's Chioma the business person, there's Chioma there's but in all that I'm still me, but multifaceted is what I understand. Okay.
Beyonce said, if I lose myself, I lose it all.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
You've been waiting.
Yes.
That's how we went.
And that's how we conclude.
Yeah. So it's nice to be back, guys. We'll see you soon. Goodbye from us.
Bye.